Gardenville, we're in a lovely suburban garden and we're filming various plants, and the way the plants have been put together to create whatever effect you're looking for in a garden. But this particular garden, along this bed here, it just seems to be peaceful. It's blues and whites, a little bit of red, I think, in the peony rose, or purple.
There's a tiny touch of purple in the tulips that are about to come out here.
Yeah.
Deep maroony purple,
Yeah, so what we're talking about, tranquil and
well, we're talking about what can happen. You can do dot colour all over the place and you get what we refer to as the dolly mixture effect.
Yeah.
Which you have small plants of different colours all spotted all over the place. If you're going to do a load of different colours, you want broad clumps of them. So you don't just do one of this, one of that, and one of the other.
Because that looks too dolly mixture
it's
sort of.
It's dolly mixture, yeah. It's
yeah.
what we refer to as dolly mixture if you're going to be purist about it. But here it's quite a limited colour palette, so it's whites and blues, which is a very restful colour scheme.
Very. I mean, you just feel, I mean, we're in the city here, suburban city, and you just feel you're nearly in the country here. It's so
I mean, if your garden is big enough, you can do different areas with different colour schemes. Sort of blues and pinks you can have near the house, preferably nearer to you. You have what we call the hot colours, the oranges, the reds, the strong colours like that.
Yeah,
so
I'm not
saying I won't say science behind it. There's a whole huge sort of range of things you can do mixing your colours.
An interesting thing just to ask you, Susan, the depth of the bed. I've just noticed that in this particular film, this is a big deep bed. It's not like what...
At its deepest you're looking at 8 feet, 2 metres 40, something like
now,
that.
Doesn't that create like a
The deeper
feature?
you can get one, all right, you can tear your plants down then from the tall to the lower of the front.
Yeah.
So you get this sort of layered effect.
Yes.
Here with the nice big hedge behind it, they obviously haven't planted too far back near the hedge, which is going to make it dryish.
Right.
But yes, if you've got a depth of planting,
it
you
really
can get
is.
that sort of fullness and tiered effect.
And it's the fullness and the interest it creates.
Yeah.
What have we got here now in this?
Well, let's start back at the beginning here
Yeah.
again. Well, we've got this lovely wisteria. Normally you think of wisteria as climbing up houses or over trellises. This one's grown as a standard, and it's obviously very well pruned. You prune the wisteria twice a year, sort of autumn and spring. But this is looking just about to come into flower now, and it's going to be magnificent. It's only about 5 feet high, with probably a similar spread to it.
And is that like buying a wisteria except you train it differently?
Well, it's been tied to a stake here. You can probably buy them trained as a standard to start with. So you're not buying one that's ready to climb.
Yeah, okay. Anybody who's got something like this, we'd love to hear from you at gardenville.tv. Send us in a photo or join our forum. Tell us about it, how you got it to that stage.
So coming on after the wisteria, then we've got delphiniums, which are up now to about 18 inches, 45 centimetres high. Delphiniums, blue delphiniums and white phlox, so they'll be giving that blue and white during the summer.
Okay, so this is again April time, we're around the 13th of April, so this is the stage your plants will look like, is
yes,
it? Yeah.
Yes, if you've got depending if you're perhaps not so sheltered or not in the city, or it's a bit colder in the countryside, they'll probably be back further back.
Right, okay.
Because the cities, cherries and things you notice in the city, they usually are out 2 to 3 weeks ahead of the country.
Okay.
And then here this beautiful
love it.
white dicentra spectabilis alba. Normally that's, two-tone pink, a sort of deepish pink.
Right.
Well, when I say normally, there is a pink. The general variety you see around is the pink one.
Yeah.
And this is alba, the white.
Isn't that so pretty? And there's a little bit of yellow in
Well, it's just a tiny line of yellow in it.
Isn't it gorgeous?
I must say, I think I prefer the white one to the pink one. I think it's much more delicate looking.
Isn't it? Now she put a ring around it there. Is that to keep
that's
it
to
all?
keep it, yeah, that's to give it support. Otherwise, it tends to flop out.
So a lot of people wouldn't know about that, Susan. Just
Well,
here at the
you can
back,
get these type of plant supports, and to various heights, depending on how much you drive them into the ground. You've literally got 2 spikes and a semicircle of metal.
Right.
You could do the same thing with 3 canes and some string or something.
It would be falling over if you didn't do that.
It stops it sort of falling over. Yeah.
And what's this?
I'm very glad you asked me, because I'm afraid I haven't a clue. No flower, and I don't recognise the leaf, so I'm not much help.
Okay, well, do you
it's
know
obviously
what?
a ground cover, and I suspect it's possibly shade tolerant just looking at it.
Yeah.
But if anyone does know,
Yeah.
I'd be delighted to be told.
Absolutely. So coming further then.
Coming further down, we've got a little scabious here, which I suspect is going to be blue. And then we've got a hellebore here behind, which is just over, and this would have been white. And more hostas coming on, and
Lovely. I love
Yeah.
the way they grow up. Do you?
yes,
They're
as they
quite
come through,
interesting.
they're quite, and they look quite good with sort of late dwarf narcissus when they're just coming through.
Yeah.
And,
And
then
these, look at
these little white, I'm putting my great footprints all over the bed here. These lovely little white grape hyacinths, muscarii.
Beautiful.
And then this here is lady's mantle, which is
Now,
alchemilla.
why is that called lady's mantle?
Do you know, I don't know why it's called lady's mantle, but the way the raindrops sort of sit on it, with the surface tension or something, they sit up on the leaves. The leaves are very slightly hairy, which probably holds them there.
Holds the water up.
And
yeah.
they will actually have greeny yellow flower heads.
That is so nice, isn't it?
It's used a lot for flower arranging as well. The
Oh,
lady's
really?
mantle. It's quite useful for that, yeah.
Now here, this is lovely. Delicate.
This again, a shade tolerant ground cover, which I'm afraid I can't give you the name of. I'm doing all right, but I can't give you that one, I'm
Well,
afraid.
let's get somebody to come
Somebody
on to
may
us.
well do.
Now look at this guy.
This is Solomon's seal, Polygonatum, and look at the lovely little sort of
Yeah.
delicate. These ones down further are just opening
Just
at the end.
opening. So
With the little green
pretty.
tinge to the end.
Do you know what this you'd nearly expect the fairies to be jumping around. But isn't it?
I love white and green flowers. I don't know what there is about them.
Yeah.
But that white with the green tinge to them, I just think it's very delicate, very pretty.
And then finishing off with a little bit
with
of
what looks like, what looks to me like a little geranium. Here, just a tiny little white flower and another little alpine with a purple flower. There again, I'm stumped when it comes to alpine.
And here's this guy again then.
No,
That's different.
lemon balm smell. It's amazing sometimes.
Oh, that
you know,
is
something
stunning.
doesn't have a flower, but smell can tell you what it is. And
What
sometimes
is that, Susan?
that's lemon balm.
Oh, it's magnificent.
And
And what? It's just a particular
it's
type
a
of.
herb. Do you use it for infusing? For
Oh,
I don't know
definitely
what
would
you use it for,
that.
but it is.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic
Let's
lemon
get
scent.
something up in Gardenville in our recipes
Yeah,
with
well,
lemon
you see
balm.
what we use
Let's
lemon
see
balm
what we
for.
can.
Yes.
Absolutely. So if you've got a recipe, send it in to us at gardenville.tv. If not, we're going to get something up to use lemon balm. It is stunning. So keep in touch with us at gardenville.tv. Join our forum, ask the questions. Come on, we've got the experts who'll give you the answers. Come on our Facebook, we're blogging. So anything you want to do with your garden, we'll be able to tell you at gardenville.tv.